we want to just make sure that we're covering enough things tonight so that we can get you out of here on time. But one of the fun things we want to do is give away some prizes. So we ask you to take a ticket. So with one hand, eat the chicken, and the other hand, grab your ticket. And we'll give away some prizes. First one here, we have a 50th anniversary T-shirt. DFW FCA, this is our 50th year, if you haven't discovered that yet. We got different sizes. So, let's draw out a number here, our name, number. It's, last three is 674, 9674. All right, come on up, you got to come on up. There you go. Thank you. All right. If that size doesn't work, let us know. If that size doesn't work, let us know. I have a little backpack with our logo on there, and 9717. 9717. All right, now someone's not looking unless someone left. 9717. Okay. Oh, is that yours? Oh. Just got some tea. 689. All right, come on up. By the way, I've been told that there is plenty more chicken. So if you want plenty more chicken, guys back there, grab y'all some chicken. Can you work and eat at the same time? So lots of tea, lots of food. There you go. All right. We'll give out one more at this point. We got a nice FCA golf shirt. You can pretend to be a staff person. All right. 691. 691. All right. Congratulations. You know, I trust you. All right. There you go. Let us know if that size doesn't fit you. All right. If you will also, as you're eating, pull out of your file folder there. No, I'm sorry. We gave that to you when you came in. It's on the Know Your Rights Alliance Defending Freedom. We're not going to go through this whole front and back, but I want to just highlight a couple of things. As you know, it's getting harder and harder to bring Christ into the public schools. Have you noticed that? More challenges, more people fighting us, more organizations wanting to squelch anything that we do for the kingdom. And we have a wonderful partner called the Alliance Defending Freedom. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia, and they are a free law firm that helps people when they are challenged with their religious freedom. This is some great information for you, but I want you to know that if you'll go to their website, there's even lots more information if you want to know about it, and it's adflegal.org. Just a couple things. First of all, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not trying to represent any law or order here. I just want to give you information. First thing with students and clubs, students have the right to speak. They can talk about their faith. They can hand out religious literature during non-instructional time. They can express their beliefs in class discussions and assignments, and they can pray and read the Bible during free time. So if you've ever run up against any of that, know your rights. They have the right to meet. If school has non-curricular clubs like a chess club, a key club, then a student-led Christian club like FCA must be approved, but you can meet. Gather for religious events like Fields of Faith or See You at the Pole. Require club leadership to be a Christian unless school has all comers policy. So in other words, sometimes there has been this question about, well, if you have a club on a public campus, does the leader have to be a Christian? Can it be anyone? Yes, we can say as Fellowship of Christian Athletes that your student leadership must be a Christian to lead. And these are some things that are really important for you to know as well. And then if you'll look down here under school employees, during contract time, employees can, which would be you, sponsor a religious club and attend club events in a non-participatory capacity, and you can share your faith with faculty and staff if no students are present. So we're just highlighting a few things that have come to our attention and some things that have arisen of questions that we hear from time to time, feedback from you and other people. So we're kind of highlighting some of these things. During non-contract time, employees can lead and participate in religious non-school activities. So here's something I want to really bring to your attention. It's important if you have FCA huddle before or after school. Now, some of you may have them during lunch, and that's between you and your school. We're not trying to tell you what you should or shouldn't do with your school district, but we're just letting you know what the rights are. So it just makes things a lot better if you do an FCA huddle before or after school. So in other words, before you're contracted to be paid, and when you're through, you have all the rights in the world to lead and be a part of an FCA huddle at that point, okay? If you're having issues with having it during the middle of the school or at lunch, okay? Makes sense? We're going to have a time of questions later, so if there's something that comes up, you can ask. Participate in Fields of Faith. See you at the poll. You can do that during non-contract time if that is an issue with your school district. Do anything else that a private citizen can do. You have the right if you're not during contract time. And then the last thing is under volunteers on the back page, participating in student clubs. If other clubs can invite non-students to speak, so can FCA. So what that means is, sometimes you may have gotten your hand slapped or said, hey, don't bring in a youth pastor to speak or don't bring in an FCA employee to speak. These are just some guidelines to kind of help you along. So a lot of information here, and I went fast, but I really want to encourage you, if you're having any kind of questions or issues as a huddle sponsor, as a huddle coach, go to this website. They will reach out to you, they will call you, they will talk to you, and they are here to help you, okay? So I wanted to cover that real quick. I want to introduce, I started to say a young man, but he's my age, so he's not young. Coach Ben Pollard, and Coach Pollard has been on staff now almost a year, has been a Division I strength and conditioning coach for a number of universities. And he is on staff. He works with our North DISD, Irving, and now is going to be working with Highland Park and SMU. But he also oversees our coaches' ministry focus. And we have been working for a number of years to launch a Coaches Leadership Academy. It's all online. And we are excited. Ben has come on staff. He is helping me to kind of get this thing off the ground. And he's going to bring you some great information on our Coaches Leadership Academy. Ben Pollard.
I want to do a little follow-up on what Rick was just talking about with your rights. One of the most encouraging things I heard, we were at coaching school in San Antonio. A young man named Matt Sharp came and spoke for that group. Matt's a mid-30s, Vandy-educated lawyer, and it was just really encouraging because we get this oppression, like these great forces of darkness. Yes, we do know that there's a spiritual battle going on. Those are the forces we're fighting, okay? But one of the atheist groups is basically 3 lawyers that create all the problems, okay? So just be encouraged that we can continue when we do things well and with excellence to proclaim Christ in the schools. We just have to do it the right way. So I encourage you that way. Now, as you can tell, by my age, I'm probably not a video expert by any means, those kind of things. Technology, I do have an iPhone and I actually know how to use it pretty well, but I have to stop. I can't text and walk at the same time, those kind of things. I have to stop moving to do that. But so this new tool that we have, we've partnered with Right Now Media. Who in here is familiar at all with Right Now Media? Okay, so Right Now Media is a Christian media company. They have absolutely exploded in the last few years. They're bought 7 acres in McKinney and building a new facility, all of that. So we have partnered with them, and we are using that partnership to promote 3-dimensional coaching. How many people in here are seeing anything on 3-dimensional coaching, any of the video? Okay, so more people have actually seen that than maybe Right Now Media, right? So here's how this is going to work, okay? First of all, you can have membership basically with Right Now Media through FCA. Some I go to Watermark. Michael Santiago goes to Watermark. Watermark offers that same thing for members of that church, but now we're doing it through FCA. So, but the first thing you've got to do is give us your email. So on those, on your table is a sheet, and if you'd like to sign up to become a member of Right Now Media, then you're going to give me your email, okay? So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I hope what Right Now's, when you pull it up on the website, what their web page looks like. You're good. I'm not. See, that's the same if I was doing the technology, it would be the same. Okay, so once you give me your email, I'm going to send you an Evite through email so that you can join. Now, that's the list. That's how it's done. So I just put your email in that little square, and then I send it out. Right now, I've got 80 contacts, and all of us that are full-time staff are administrators, so we can all do this, but I'm doing it right now. And I can look through there, and I can tell who has not accepted my invitation, okay? You will not get any black marks or anything like that. I won't send you, but what it lets me do is refresh. So, you know, every 2 weeks I may go back and say, well, they haven't opened that. Coleman Maxwell is one of our chaplains at TCU, and he's yet to open his. So I was harassing him in staff meeting. Yeah, he's busted pretty good. So once you open that, then you're going to get to create your login and set it up, okay? It gives you access to about over 10,000 different videos, okay? We're going to talk about FCA resources here in a minute, too. This is another incredible tool that you can use, okay? How it's going to work. Okay, we're under FCA, you're going to see that same Leadership Academy heading when you go into Right Now Media. If you'll click on that, then it's going to take you to the things that we have set up right now. That does not mean you're limited to that only. You have access to all of the Right Now Media that is on there. We are just going to try, what we did originally was ask our staff to go through and find specific videos that they thought would be really helpful to coaches, okay? So that's not an exhaustive list. In fact, Tony Evans just released a 4-part series called Words, and I'm big on words as a coach, okay? And I'm probably going to put something in there to encourage you to watch that. But we are going to put 3-dimensional coaching on there. As a staff, we've decided that we'd like to require you to look at so many of those videos over the course of about a year. So I'm making 6 of those over the course of the year, what we would call required, all right? So we're going to make them training. You just go, I invite you, I send it to you, and then once you're done with it, I know that you're done with it, okay? I know that you've watched it, and then I'm going to mark it off. And when you're done with your 6, we ask you then to look at 2 others. And if you'll, in the 8-month period of time or so, if you look at 8, the 6 required and 2 others, then we're going to try to figure out what kind of carrot, whether we're going to give you some type of certificate for having done that. You know, if I had it my way, I'd try to find you a $25 gift card or something, you know, even if it's a Starbucks, so you can go drink coffee with your wife, whatever. We're going to try to find as big a carrot as we can to encourage you to do that. But ultimately, the encouragement is for you to get training, for you to be encouraged, not just as a coach, but as a believer, all right? And that's one of those things that's very doable, okay? I also want to say this. There's, you know, many videos in there. Francis Chan's Crazy Love is broken down into 12 like 9-minute long videos. And I'm thinking that's perfect for middle school or high school huddle. And then you can get workbooks with questions and those kind of things. So that's perfect. These videos, the 3D videos, are about 14 minutes long. The second one in there is 18. It's the only one that's more than 15 minutes long. So, you know, I know that you guys are busy coaches, and you're not going to sit there for an hour and watch somebody because you're going to be falling asleep. So we're going to leave it to that 15-minute timepiece for the most part, for most of these things, allow you to answer questions and be done. Okay? Are there any questions about any of that? All right, I do want to show you one of the examples on Right Now Media of a youth video that I think is pretty funny and really has a great point to it that you could use as almost a warm-up in your FCA meeting. Thank you.
Hey, guys, what do you think's actually in there?
I mean, I don't know. It says zombies inside, so I'm guessing that there are, I don't know, zombies inside.
Yeah, but that can't be right. I mean, zombies don't exist, do they?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, dude, that definitely sounded like zombies. We should probably just keep...
Are you kidding me? I think we should check it out. D, take a look.
What? You're so curious, you go look.
It's probably just some type of new haunted house.
In the middle of the summer?
Exactly. How cool would it be to be the very first person to experience this new haunted house?
You actually think so?
I do, D.
That would be kind of cool.
Don't do
I
it.
do think it.
There
Inside,
are real
there's gonna be
zombies in there.
so
They're gonna
many
bite you
scary
on the arm,
things.
and I'm gonna have to
It's gonna
beat
be
you when you turn with them with
Okay.
a shovel.
Okay, I'm going in. I'm going in.
You don't think there are actually zombies in there, do you?
Actually, something in here.
Oh, man. Game over, man. Oh.
Well, we have to go in.
Wait, what? Did you not see what just happened? She clearly said there were zombies in there. Not to mention the sign that we ignored.
Hey, I know.
Oh.
I know. Look, I understand that the sign clearly states that there's a horde of undead zombies behind the store, but do you want to know what I think? I think it just might be some type of highly innovative security system.
No. No, it is not.
Follow my logic here. Let's say someone gets really close. Motion sensors kick in, and boom! Cheap, quite brilliant alarm system. Let's get in there.
What, me?
Yeah. I mean, you're the brawn of the operation. You know, just in case there are actually zombies in there, you know, you can, you can fight them off with your kung fu.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Mark, she was right. There are real zombies in here. Hey, guy, help me. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Can't be that bad if everybody's doing it.
I immediately regret coming in here.
I mean, what if I'm the only one who doesn't do it? I mean, I'll be laughed at. Okay. That's not gonna happen. Not to me. Oh. Real zombies.
Now I know, Ben, why that's your favorite. Yeah, that says a lot about you. I want to introduce Carolyn Allen. She is going to rise and lead any of the coaches' wives who are here next door. Carolyn Allen, would you stand? This is Carolyn Allen. She's written the book Coach's Wives. She has a passion for coach's wives because she is a coach's wife. She also has a book over there for you as a gift. So if you're a coach's wife, would you stand right now? Let's just all stand real quick so you can kind of, everybody stand. Come on, everybody stand. All right, there you go. If you're a coach's wife, you'll just go out this door, next door, and she's going to speak to you and share with you. So thank you for coming, coach's wives. We appreciate it very, very much. All right, you can be seated. Corey Largent is going to come real quick and go over a couple of items on our master calendar. In your folder there is a list of events that are happening in Dallas-Fort Worth FCA. And we are excited about a new event that some of you that's been around for a while will know that we've brought back. But before we do that, I just want to make it clear, that piece of paper that's on your desk, if you want more information on our Coaches Leadership Academy, put your name, email information on there, and we'll send you an invite. And if you're confused at all, we will explain it to you. Ben did a great job, but it's sometimes a little confusing. as to what we're trying to accomplish there. So make sure you fill that out. We are excited about a brand new year kicking off with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in the campus ministry. And Corey Largent, who many of you know, used to be a huddle coach at a coach in Louisville. He's now on our staff, and we're excited about having Corey. He's just going to go over a couple of the events that were happening this year.
All right, how y'all doing? Good. All right, the one thing we hear all the time is, can we get your dates early? So here we go. Here's some of our dates that we have early for you to put on your calendar to get ready for. So because I know there's a lot of logistical planning that goes in this. Like you said, I was a huddle coach before. First thing I want to bring your attention to is the third piece down, Fields of Faith. Fields of Faith is our big evangelical outreach that we do. We try to get in the middle of our football stadiums, bring speakers that present the gospel, bring bands, connect churches. Obviously, not all high schools have these. Like in my area, we're having it at Marcus. So get with your area rep like me and try to find one around your area. And if you want to, talk to them about doing one in your area as well. We want to grow those as much as possible. So that's right there, October 12th is our Fields of Faith. There's also the website next to it that you can go to get more information. Put a date down, find one that's close to you, get connected there. Right there, the next thing on the agenda there, for you that'll benefit you specifically is the 22nd of October. That's FCA SMU Game Day in Dallas. This is an event that we're bringing back, our Game Day at SMU. There is a piece of paper in your folder, if you want to look at that tells you all the details. I believe it's $30 for the kids. Rick, is our coaches going to pay, or is that included too? Yeah, we'll go into some more details on that as we get it. We don't have all the pieces together, but as you see, the $30 includes a T-shirt, includes a meal voucher, and an FCA game versus Houston, which I believe Houston's supposed to be and there you go, got a supporter there, the number one team in Texas this year, ranked-wise, before the season starts, but you know what that means. Not much. And so that'll be a good game for them to watch, and then the time is to be determined. It's either going to be an 11 o'clock game or a 2:30 game. So we'll get all that information to you beforehand when we get it as well, and we'll get all those pieces together. So it's a great day, a great event. The kids will get to hear a great speaker as well for the whole game day. So bringing that back. Now I'm going to bring your attention all the way down to February for our middle school camp. This is the date for our Weekend of Champions, February 24th through the 26th. Again, it's going to be in Waxahachie, the same place we've had it the last 2 or 3 years, I believe. So there's that dates for you. And Weekend of Champions is our great outreach for our middle schoolers, and they love it. Highly recommend trying to reach out, get as many kids as possible. Then go down a couple months to May 20th. We have our Rough Riders FCA night at the ballpark in Frisco. Again, doing this another year. Michael does a great job with the Rough Riders event. This year we had somewhere around 300 people, I think, attend, so it was great. The next one is June 20th through the 23rd, which is our sports leadership camp in Dallas. So we'll get more information on location on that may change from DBU this year, possibly TCU or something else. So we'll get information, but there's the dates that we're looking at right there, June 20th through the 23rd. All right, and there'll be more stuff with your local FCA person mixed in throughout that time as well. These are the big overall overarching dates. Thank you. All right, good boy.
Thank you, Corey. How many of you attended an SMU FCA game day before? Pumped up, excited? I'm excited. That's going to be a great game. It's going to be a good game. So you have now that information. The only thing is we don't know what time it will be. So that'll be a little bit of a challenge. They're telling us they're going to need to wait in case it's a TV game. They may need to change it, so they're not telling us yet the time. So we'll either have the rally before or after the game, and I know that kind of puts a little bit of a crimp in your ability to promote it. But just start talking about that, and as soon as we know, we'll let you know. Our website, dfwfca.org, has any and all information about all these things that we're talking about. So make a habit to go to dfwfca.org for more information.